When I was a little boy, I lived by myself, and all the bread and cheese I had, I laid them on the shelf. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. Now the rats and the mice, they gave me such a life, had to go to London to get me a wife. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. The roads were so long and the streets were so narrow, had to bring her home in an old wheelbarrow. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. Now my foot slipped and I got a fall, down went wheelbarrow, wife and all. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. I swapped my wheelbarrow, got me a horse, and then I rode from cross to cross. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. I swapped me a horse and I got me a mare, and then I rode from fair to fair. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. I swapped my mare and I got me a cow, and in that trade I sure learned how. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. I swapped my cow and I got me a calf, and in that trade I learned how to laugh. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. I swapped my calf and I got me a shelf. If you want to hear more, you can sing it yourself. Tum-a-wing, waddle, tum-a-jack, straw, straddle, tum-a-john, paw, faddle, tum a long way home. Our horse fell down the well, around behind the stable. Our horse fell down the well, around behind the stable. Well, he didn't fall clear down, but he fell as far as he was able. Oh, it's goodbye, Eliza Jane. Our goose swallowed a snail, and his eyes bugged out with wonder. Our goose swallowed a snail, and his eyes bugged out with wonder. For the horns grew through his tail, tail, and busted all asunder. Oh, it's goodbye, Liza Jane. My gal crossed the bridge so she wouldn't get her feet wet. My gal crossed the bridge so she wouldn't get her feet wet. Well, she didn't cross the bridge, but she would, but the bridge it wasn't built yet. Oh, it's goodbye, Liza Jane. What's old women made of, made of? What's old women made of? Reels and keels and old spinning wheels, and that's what old women are made of. What's old men made of, made of? What's old men made of? Pipes and smoke and colors that choke, that's what old men are made of. What are young women made of, made of? What are young women made of? Rings and jings and all pretty things, and that's what young women are made of. What are little boys made of, made of? What are little boys made of? Biggins and pails and little puppy tails, and that's what little boys are made of. What are little babies made of, made of? What are little babies made of? Diapers and crumbs and sucking their thumbs, and that's what little babies are made of. Once I had an old gray mare, once I had an old gray mare, once I had an old gray mare, her back wore out and her belly bare. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Then I chased her down the creek, then I chased her down the creek, then I chased her down the creek, purpose of a little green grass to eat. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Then I fielding very stout, then I fielding very stout, then I fielding very stout, took her by the neck and I hoist her out. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Then I thought it was no sin, then I thought it was no sin, then I thought it was no sin, took out the knife and I skinned her skin. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Then I tied it in a noose, then I tied it in a noose, then I tied it in a noose, purpose of to make my winter shoes. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Then I hung it in a loft, then I hung it in a loft, then I hung it in a loft, along come a rogue and he stole it off. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day. Darn the rogue that stole it off, darn the rogue that stole it off, darn the rogue that stole it off, I left my toes all out of frost. Tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day, tattle-diddle-ding-ding, tattle-diddle-day.
A capital ship for an ocean trip was the walloping window blind. No gale that blew dismayed her crew or troubled the captain's mind. The man at the wheel was made to feel contempt for the wildest blow. Though it often appeared when the gale had cleared that he'd been in his bunk below.
Then blow you in tie-ho, a roving I will go. I'll stay no more on England's shore, so let the music play. I'm off for the morning train, I'll cross the raging main. I'm off to my love with a boxing glove 10,000 miles away.
The bosun's mate was very sedate, yet fond of amusement too. He played hopscotch with a starboard watch while the captain tickled the crew. And the gunner we had was apparently mad, for he sat on the after rail and fired salutes with the captain's boots in the teeth of the booming gale.
Then blow you in tie-ho, a roving I will go. I'll stay no more on England's shore, so let the music play. I'm off for the morning train, I'll cross the raging main. I'm off to my love with a boxing glove 10,000 miles away.
The captain sat on the Commodore's hat and dined in a royal way, off toasted pigs and pickles and figs and gunnery bread each day. And the cook was Dutch and behaved as such, for the diet he gave the crew was a number of tons of hot cross buns served up with sugar and glue.
Then blow you in tie-ho, a roving I will go. I'll stay no more on England's shore, so let the music play. I'm off for the morning train, I'll cross the raging main. I'm off to my love with a boxing glove 10,000 miles away.
Will you wear white, oh my dear, oh my dear? Will you wear white, Jenny Jenkins?
Oh, I won't wear white, for the color's too bright.
I'll buy me a faldy, raldy, tildy, taldy, seek a double, use a cause a roll, a find me. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. Well, will you wear green, oh my dear, oh my dear? Will you wear green, Jenny Jenkins?
Oh, I won't wear green, tain't fit to be seen.
I'll buy me a faldy, raldy, tildy, taldy, seek a double, use a cause a roll, a find me. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. Well, will you wear red, oh my dear, oh my dear? Will you wear red, Jenny Jenkins?
Oh, I won't wear red, it's the color of my head.
I'll buy me a faldy, raldy, tildy, taldy, seek a double, use a cause a roll, a find me. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. Well, will you wear purple, oh my dear, oh my dear? Will you wear purple, Jenny Jenkins?
Oh, I won't wear purple, it's the color of a turtle.
I'll buy me a faldy, raldy, tildy, taldy, seek a double, use a cause a roll, a find me. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. Well, what will you wear, oh my dear, oh my dear? What will you wear, Jenny Jenkins?
Don't know what I'll wear, but I won't go bare.
I'll buy me a faldy, raldy, tildy, taldy, seek a double, use a cause a roll, a find me. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. Roll, Jenny Jenkins, roll. One day I met a wee little pig with a and a psst and a and a walking along the way. Oh, where are you going, my wee little pig, with a and a psst and a and a where are you going, said I. The little pig answered me clear as a bell. He said and a psst and a and that's what he said to me. So if you ever meet a wee little pig who says and a psst and a and a you'll know what he means, I'm sure. He means and a psst and a and a that's what he means, I'm sure.